Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for Marble Mechanic VR, a game that was released on the Steam store today, May 17th, 2024. It normally retails for $14.99. It's on a release sale 77% off. And I received a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 using link cable. Marble Mechanics is basically a marble sandbox game. So you can build the marble tracks of your dreams given the pieces that you have and just enjoy your creations. You do have, by the way, this is the UI basically. And you do have teleportation along with snap turning, and that's by default. But you also have this other thing, and I want to show that off. So the first thing is glide vertically. So you can hold the button, and then you press up on the joystick, and you can go up, and then press down, and you go down. So there you go. Okay. The other thing is you can glide forward. It's just to wherever you're looking at. So basically, this is like to fly around, and I think this is really all that you need. So you don't even really need the teleport. You probably still need to turn the snap turning. I wish there was smooth turning. That'd be my main criticism. But other than that, I do like that you can glide around. This is better than full locomotion for this type of game. I just wish this was actually the default versus a teleport. And maybe there's a more elegant solution than using the face buttons. But whatever. I'm glad it's there, and it really helps out, I think. This is basically the map as well, so you can make your creations here, anywhere here, really. I don't think there's any limit. It is a nice looking map. It's it looks like maybe a house, I guess a loft studio apartment where you can just make the marble track of your dreams, and you just find inspiration around here. Let's look at the settings because I think that's very important. So let's look at the settings right here. And the one thing I did is I did lower the music volume, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I hope it's not too loud. I'm going to leave it at quarter volume. And as you can see, this is the other important thing. The marble drop interval, I have it at 2 seconds. I think by default it's at recycle, but I put it at 2 seconds just to make it go faster. And you can put it at 1 second or 5 seconds as well. And then you have basically your only graphical options here is enable shadows, and I went ahead and clicked on that because I wanted to get the best possible. And enable loop boost, you can turn that on or off. I have it on, so keep that in mind when we're doing our tracks. And it says use Antano's physics. I have no idea what that means, but I have it on. Enable groupings. I've tried to do that, and it shows show statistics. I have that off. I don't think I want to see that, but that might be interesting to look at. The other thing is to keep in mind is this is totally 100% sandbox at the moment. I don't really like that. I kind of like these kind of games that have a sandbox mode, but that also have some stuff already there from the developer. Show us examples of what we can do, maybe a step by step, and maybe like a game mode where you're guided to reach a certain goal. So there's some actual gameplay, not just all sandbox. But this is what we have at the moment. It's just a sandbox mode. I don't know if anything else will be added later on. This is a full release, or at least it's listed as a full release. I thought it would be early access, but it's not. It's a full release. And let's go ahead and let me show you what I've done. So again, this is save and load. I'm going to load, and what I've done is I've already done 3 of them, and I'm going to show my most proud creation, which was the last one. So this is what I made. I did notice the frame rate drops. I might have to turn shadows off. I might have to turn shadows off because, yeah, let me turn off shadows because frame rates really took a dip here, and I don't want the game. I mean, I don't know that shadows are really all that important. I'd rather the game run smoother, and it was running smoother early without the shadows. And maybe 2 seconds is too fast. Let me change that also. 2 seconds is too much. Let me go to 5 seconds. So 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1000. I think 5 seconds is better. There was just too many. So you'll notice a couple of things. Now I was not able to get this to run this perfectly, and I want you to look carefully here. And okay, it does go to all three, but notice it doesn't go to all three exactly the same. And this one shoots to the left. I have no idea why. But as you can see, this little marble, it just shoots to the left and it goes like in an endless loop right here. And this is where most of the marbles actually end up is over here. As you can see, this is where most of the time, most of the marbles go. Besides just going out of bounds. So sometimes the marble just completely falls out of one of the 3 lanes. But it does go to all 3 lanes. But this one is the most prevalent. This is the second most. And then the last one is over here. This is the one that hardly gets any, is over here, as you can tell by looking at it. You know, we saw one go through there, but I don't know when it's the next time we're going to see another one go through there. But this is the one that I'm most proud of. It actually took me longer than I like to admit, just to get it all right. You know, I just couldn't get it to do all 3. But I like it, you know. And this is my intent here was to actually have it bounce up and then go over here, but it just never happens. And obviously this one's supposed to go both ways. There you go. It goes both ways, but I don't know what we can create further from that. Let me show you another creation. I'm not as proud as this one, but we're gonna go with this one. Okay. Nothing I could do could. So you'll see the way that I created this looks kind of funny. And the reason I did it like this is because although I tried to get it to go all 3 locations, I couldn't. So I had to make 2 different. You see how it drops here twice, and then it drops here. And this one is just for this place, and I just couldn't get it to work properly. So I can't get it go through all 3 lanes. And before I saved this, it was going to both these lanes, both this one and this one. But right now, it's just really not happening. I don't know what's going on. I might have to fix it. I might have to adjust it. I don't know if the save. It might be the save that. I don't know. So when I saved it, it just didn't work the same. Oh, and one thing. Oh man. Okay, there we go. So yeah, okay. Now it's so I moved it just a little bit, and now it's working properly. But we're gonna have to go save it now. Hopefully this will be the permanent fix. Let's save it. So this is how you save, and let's go to load. And so the problem now is that I want to delete this one, right? Right? Is it that one? I want to delete this one. No, that's not. So this is the one that we saw previously. Let's go to this one again, I guess. No, I believe it must be this one then. Yeah, it's this one. And let's see if which save is this. Okay, yeah, it is going to that lane as well. So it's kind of working. And you see how that works there? That's pretty good. And it seems to be going down this lane as well. So it seems to be going through all 3 lanes right now. Although, like I said, I couldn't get this to go through all 3 lanes here, so I had to make this one so I could go to this lane here. Okay, and like I said, that's my second best one, but obviously it's not perfect because I had to do a little cheat. And this doesn't do anything here. I could kind of delete it if I wanted to, because in fact, let me do that. So just so you know how you delete stuff, you pick. Oh no, so we want to. There we go. So we can just delete real easily like this. We're picking it up, and we're going to delete track with the left trigger. We can also duplicate if we wanted to. So what we're going to do is we're going to save it again. Save. And there we go. Hopefully we'll be able to tell that we actually deleted it. Well, we should be able to tell, right? So we go now to load, and we got back to 4, but we notice we have a duplicate, and this is the duplicate here. So this is the one that we want to delete. And let's go to the first one. So this is the first one I created. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as the other two because this was my first time playing the game, and I didn't know what I was doing. Uh, as you can see, there's a hanging piece here for no reason, so I can go ahead and delete it also. But you see, this is very simple here. Like I was just figuring out the game. I didn't know exactly what to do, and it seems to be working better right now. It seems maybe like it is going through. Is it going through all 3 tracks or just 2 of them? So far, I've only seen 2 of them. I've seen this one and this one. So I might even want to take that off because I don't think this is necessary because it's going through both of them. I did notice a frame rate drop there, but it's back to 90 frames per second. What we're gonna do is we're gonna save this one, even though it's not very good. Well, is it even worth saving? And you notice that the marbles behave differently. Sometimes this has jumped out, and sometimes it's landed on there. Let's see if we can notice. Nope, it jumped out again. Let's see if that always happens or if it actually works some of the time. Nope, it always. Yeah, it's going right through. So the physics is not the best because you see it go right through there. It really shouldn't do that. We can make it bigger. So by the way, you can make it bigger. So we're gonna make it bigger just to see that it doesn't get blown by. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can put it lower. Let's see what happens now. There we go. We got it, I think. But this didn't go down. It still shoots over sometimes. Let's see if it ever works properly though. But it never goes down the third track. Oh. So you see how it doesn't always behave this. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I'm not even gonna bother saving it because it's just not very good. But again, that was my first attempt. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually play the game. So let's clear it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clear it. Okay, and we're just gonna do something new, and we're gonna use our gliding. So we're gonna glide up. Okay, so we're gonna make something as big as possible, and we're gonna glide forward. Also. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yes. So what we're gonna do is, how high do we want to go? Let's go higher. Okay, there we go. So again, we're gonna do our little toy box here, our little track box. We're gonna get this, and we can just put it anywhere, and it'll stay there. And then we pick whatever we want. How do we want to start this off? Um, let's start off. Oh, let's start off. Let's start off with this right here. And like I said, we can resize it. We can make it. We can pull it in, pull it out. We can. Hold on. We can make it smaller. We can make it bigger. We can add an angle, take away an angle, radius, all kinds of funny. So just whatever it says on there is what we can do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it. So we're gonna. And by the way, sometimes it's difficult to get these, but we'll see how it goes. That's kind of weird. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it actually go down here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it bigger to try to stop it from bouncing away. There we go. Okay, that looks better, right? So we're gonna keep doing. We're gonna keep making the loop here. And back over here. But you see, it doesn't always follow the same path. So for whatever reason, the marbles just stopped working again. So we're gonna have to make this bigger, I guess. So again, the physics is not the best. That shouldn't happen. Hmm. Maybe if we take it off? No. Maybe there's a better way to do this. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe like that. Okay. All right. Well, we'll make it work. So what we'll do is we'll add some variety to this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this little contraption here. Okay. Now I did notice some frame rate drops, but we're back at 90 frame rates per second. But I did notice a frame rate drop. Okay. So we're gonna add some other stuff. How about a loop-de-loop here? Do we want to do that? What do we want to do that though? Will that work? Let's find out. Let's see. Does it do all 3 tracks? Okay, we know it does that one. We know it does this one. Does it ever do this one though? That remains to be seen. That one's pretty cool. But this one's not working. For whatever reason, it's just not working. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not sure why. It just won't work. I guess we'll go for. Oh, okay. Well, let's be more precise over here so that doesn't happen. I mean, I guess I'll take two going for two. Okay, that worked. All right, awesome. And so what I'm gonna do. Let's see if we can do this. We're probably gonna have to drop more marbles faster because yeah, this is going too slow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to settings, and we're gonna go every second. So just to make it go faster. That's working. Whoa, that's working better than I thought it would. Okay. All right. So now we can do some more interesting stuff here. There we go. Choose. This way it goes further, and the other way it just falls down. Okay. So this is pretty interesting so far, right? So let's keep going. Where is our? Oh, we don't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this smaller. Yeah, and that shouldn't happen there. Like I don't know what's going on with this little cylinder, but obviously that shouldn't happen. Oh, it's working now. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, so let's keep going. Where's our little? Okay, there it is. I guess we can put another one. Just let it keep going. And another one. How many do we want to put? Do we want it to go all the way down? How do you do this? I must be doing something wrong. It must be this one. Yeah, it's this one. I was grabbing the wrong one. There we go. So we just keep grabbing this. Do we really want it to go all the way down exactly the same, or do we want to add some more twist to it? I guess we'll add a little bit more. Let's go down. So again, glide vertically. We're gonna go down. Perfect. And again, we're gonna, I guess, use this one, right? So we're just gonna keep doing this until we reach the very bottom. And again, glide vertically. We're gonna go down. And keep. And by the way, I don't even need to do that. I can just, let me show you the clone tool. There we go. So notice how I use the clone tool just to get multiples. I totally forgot about the cloning, just to make it go a little bit faster. So there we go. Do we want to clone some more, or is this as far as we want to go? We'll clone one more. Let's see, cloning. There we go. So we did. And I think we can just put this over here to signify that we did it. We did it. We won. There we go. There we go. Yes. We did it. We did it, boys. That's a pretty long loop there. All right. So let's go up. Again, glide vertically. We're going to go up, 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 up. Okay. And we're actually gonna fly now. So let's just fly. Let's go over here. And over here we've been doing a combo of them. So it's I don't know. Can we do this one? Would this work? No, I don't think it'll work. Well, let's see. Oh, it does work. Oh, I didn't think it would work. And then can it... Oh, sorry. And then can it work like this? Can it keep going down? No. Okay, yeah, no. That doesn't really work. But can we make it spin like the other way now? Oh, it does work like that. Okay, now we can switch it around to this one. Isn't that interesting? Wow, look at that. And we can switch it back like this. But let's try to make sure it connects. Now you can group these, but I've been having trouble grouping. That's why I'm not doing it. But you can. So you're able to group items. I just wish it was more intuitive. Let's go down a little bit. So let's glide forward and go down a little bit. And then I actually don't know which one it is. Is it this one? No, we don't. Do we want to do this? No, we don't want to do that. That'll be too boring. We want to do this. And then we want to do this. So we want it to go all over the place, really. No, this one. So you see, it's going all over the place. I'm not even sure where it's going to go. And then what can we do here? Do we... That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then I guess we can... That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go back up. Let's glide vertically. Let's go up. And oh, we never were able to get this one to work. So I don't think this one works. Yeah, it never goes through here. Well, that's unfortunate. But we can do something here. So you notice how there's two separate tracks here. So we can do something with that. So let's go ahead and do that. What else can we do? I guess we can do this over here. No, that's not going to work. We can try it later, but for right now, it's not going to work like that. Maybe like this? Maybe? No, that's not... That shouldn't work either. That works, but it shouldn't. Oh my god, you guys see what happened there? Now that puts two marbles on the track over there. That should not work at all. Because you see it goes through it. So again, the physics is not the best. It actually goes through here. Alright. I think we're going to have to settle for that. One thing I don't like is, like I said, how this doesn't ever go this way over here. That's unfortunate. But what we can do is like I said, we can cheat. So yeah, we're gonna have to cheat again. Again, I don't like cheating, but we're gonna have to cheat. All right. So okay, we're gonna have to catch it somewhere here. And it's hitting over there. Do you see that? How does that work? Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, now it's missing. Sometimes it misses, or sometimes it gets right on the track. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. And isn't that interesting? Okay, so now we're gonna save it. By the way, I've been changing from standing position and seated as well. But you can play perfectly fine seated. I just like to be able to reach farther. That's why sometimes I stand. You can drop to add. So if you group them, you can drop to add here. Then you can make duplicates of it real easily. And like I said, you can group them. I've just, since I've had trouble doing that though, so it's not the most intuitive. You can undo and redo, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and save it though. So let's go close. Let's save. And this is my Magnus Opus right here. My Magnus Opus right here. There we go. We saved it. Like I said, the one thing I don't like is that there's basically no... This is everything that I've created, but there's nothing from the developer themselves. So either you create them or they don't exist. I don't like that. There's no campaign, single-player campaign. Like I said, I like to see a single-player campaign where you just challenged to do certain stuff. So it's a more guided experience rather than pure sandbox. I'd like to see that. I like to see more pieces, different textures, not just wood. But one thing I like to see is a full tunnel. So what I mean by that is, as you see, these are like half tunnels or half pipes. I like to see full pipes where all of it, so that way the ball has to go down wherever you want it and it can't fly out. Other things I like to see is toys to play with, maybe like a blow dryer or like a fan, to see what effect wind might have on this. Ice, I like to see ice added. Ice that makes the ball behave differently. Go faster than normal. Let me go ahead and change the settings here to make the balls not go as fast. I'm going to lower it to 5 seconds. Okay, there we go. More different materials, besides this color, more metallic substances. I like to be able to decorate them as well, not just painting them different colors, but also, different materials, different textures, and some decorations as well. So, maybe you could put like a tree or like some lights, some strobes, some, stuff I would say this game is very similar to actually railroad games in VR. Toy tracks games in VR. It's very similar. In fact, there's very little difference between this marble game and just railroad track game. They're very similar. I mean, there are some differences, but a lot of the stuff that you're doing here is stuff that you can do with the railroad track. Another idea that I would have for this is obviously a Steam workshop, so people can share their creations with others, and then you can load it up yourself and see what other people have made. I think that'd be awesome. That'd be a great way to get people invested in this, because they can share their creations that they're proud of to the community. Another idea that I have for this is being able to go basically marble view mode, or basically you yourself go through the track. I think that'd be fun. Again, purely optional, not something you'd have to do, but I think us VR veterans would appreciate that we could actually, in first person mode, go through the track ourselves and just experience the hilarity of it all. And just more toys to play with, more pieces. Like I said, single player campaign, smooth churning available, more pieces, more materials, and decorations, and a Steam leaderboard. But even as is, I think this is something I could recommend for those that are big fan of sandbox modes and marble games. There's certain guys that like mini tracks for racing. I know there's lots of guys that like to build their own race tracks and their little mini race tracks, and that's fun. Some guys like to, and gals, don't forget some ladies out there as well, like to build their toy tracks, or the railroad tracks, their little train tracks. And then some people like to make these, the marble tracks. And they're all just variations of each other, but the common theme is just creativity and being able, and obviously Legos. Legos is related to all this as well. You love building your own stuff and having lots of different pieces to work with so that you can go wild with your imagination. But it definitely needs more decorations and stuff like that to keep you, and the Steam Workshop, to keep you invested long term. But even as is, this is budget price. Like I said, it's only $15. It's on a 33% off sale, $10. This is early impressions only. So like I said, I would recommend it to Marble Run fans and people who like these type of sandbox games. But for everyone else, you probably want to wait till there's more to this game, because obviously if you're not into the sandbox mode, you probably will not enjoy this. I'm not going to rate this game. I think it really depends on the type of person you are, whether you'll enjoy this or not. I like to see more, though. So that's the thing holding me back from just saying I recommend it for everyone. And that's just because of the limited stuff you have here. But what's there is nice. Obviously, the physics need some pieces. As you saw, some of the marbles went through some of the pieces that shouldn't happen. But I guess you can consider this a neutral recommendation, if anything. But I did have fun. Even with all the limitations, even with all the negatives, I was still having fun building this. And I like to see what other people are able to make. But it definitely needs a way to share them so that it'll be more fun that way. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play Early Impressions. If you found this video useful, if you found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.